Gérard Xavier Marcel Depardieu, born December 27, 1948, is a French actor. He is considered one of the most popular and beloved actors not only in France, but also far beyond its borders. The building of the former theater of the 1920s, in which Gérard Depardieu settled, is located on a tiny and ancient street Church Midi looking for noon. Praised in Ehrenberg's novel The Fall of Paris, on the back of the plot, which belonged in the 1820s Baron Chambon, the semicircular window in Depardieu's bedroom offers a textbook view of the rooftops of Paris. The actor bought the land in 2008. On the mansion Chambon he had his own plans. The theater he decided to rebuild in the Atelier. Depardieu passionately loves and collects art. He needed a house similar to the studio of the artist, spacious, bright, uncluttered. On the photo, Gérard Depardieu on the first floor of his atelier next to André Lemy's sculpture. Muse 1807. I adore art and have been inspired by it ever since I earned enough to buy my first painting, he says. A garden with another sculpture from Depardieu's collection. My garden is so secluded and quiet that I sometimes forget I live in the center of Paris, says the actor. The plan of remodeling made for Depardieu architect Alain Dominique Galizia. The interiors were engaged in Guillaume Trouve and Stéphane Macanu. They had a difficult job. The main room of the atelier is a living room and gallery in one bottle. A lantern on the ceiling gives the room a resemblance to an artist's studio. In the center is a pew made from a church beam of the 14th century. The gaps in the beam were filled with metal to make it look like Brancusi. The carpet with an abstractionist pattern was custom woven in Romania. Depardieu, in many ways like a big child, quickly became disillusioned with any artistic solutions and proposals. Capricious, in a word, the situation seemed hopeless, but the help came to the accident. Caught at the opening of the exhibition of sculptor Bernard Canton, Depardieu admired his work and offered to work on the project at home. I immediately realized this is who I need. Despite his advanced age, Canton is in his 90s and was once friends with Picasso and Paul Klee. The sculptor agreed. A sculptural staircase in glass and metal, designed by Stéphane Macanu and executed by Eric Terry, leads to the second floor. The actor's bedroom is the smallest and coziest of the four in the house. The mezzanine parapet is decorated with a frieze designed by Bernard Canton. It's called The Puzzle. Canton's specialty is sculptures and installations related to letters and words. For Depardieu, who suffered from a speech disorder in his childhood and youth and only got rid of it in theater, school, words and literature are sacred, so letters abound in the interior. The facade, for example, is a hieroglyphic message to Confucius. One must see with what pleasure Depardieu, the owner of one of the most melodious voices in France, recites the words and syllables of the poetry of silence from his facade. One can examine in detail the hieroglyphic signs with which Bernard Canton wrote down his address to Confucius, a cipher poem about the beauty of nature and wisdom. The creation is embedded in a steel grating covering the glass wall of a three-story building. Canton's installation poems adorn both the wall in the main volume and the fireplace. Art is also prominent. Sculptures, paintings, and design objects like a beam from a 14th century church turned into a pew. Like many actors, Depardieu's interior is full of associations with his roles. The open kitchen of black Carrara marble brings to mind the famous chef battle, The Abundance of Art, Rodin. But fundamentally things aren't much. Interior decor tires me. It's superfluous. It only clutters up the space, says Depardieu. And it's not just a whim. It's a conviction. Between objects and walls should be air only so you can live. I generally consider myself a minimalist. Do I need a lot, at my age? Adds the actor, not without coquetry. Of great importance to the gourmet, winemaker and restaurateur, Depardieu has his kitchen. The main thing here is a huge stovaga, which allows you to easily prepare food for 15 people, without taking time off from talking to them. Canton disagrees with Depardieu's self-definition. What kind of minimalist is he? He's a hoarder, but, in general, a lot of things in the house or little is not so important. The main thing is that they are exactly as much as Depardieu needs. That's it. Put likes, subscribe to the channel if you liked it. Bye, everybody.